5. Channel 85.
Hey Sam, that's a great flower.
Thanks, Brendanovich. It's a really pretty rose, just found it.
I just heard that 35,000 plants have yet to be named. They've been collected, but they haven't been named yet.
35,000, that's a ridiculous number.
That is a ridiculous number.
Why don't they just name them already?
So, well, they need experts who know how to name flowers and plants.
They should ask me.
And so the way they do it is this intriguing process where people go out into the field, collect plants, dry them, and press them to paper. Mm-hmm. And then they send them to places called herbaria, where they put them in cabinets.
Yes.
And store them there. So when the plant's named, someone 100 years later can go back and look at that exact plant and know what that plant was named from.
Weird.
Yeah.
I did that when I was like 7, sort of.
You probably didn't store yours in botanical gardens, though.
No.
In herbaria.
No.
You might have your own herbaria at home.
Yes. Also, I would just name everything Sam, and then we wouldn't have a problem. And everyone would know what it's from.
Exactly.
So I don't see why they can't just 35,000 Sam plants.
Since 1970, 3,200 plants have been named to the species level.
Okay.
16% of those were named within 5 years of being collected.
16%.
16%.
Okay.
25% were named more than 50 years after they were collected. And
Well, that just doesn't seem very poignant.
the longest one had gone without being named was 210 years. And it's not uncommon for some of these plants to have been named 150 years after they were collected.
I just don't see why they can't just name it and be done with it.
So they need experts who can look at these and be able to identify them as new species, something that hasn't been described before. Something about when these plants are collected, there's information that's included with them, on the paper with them, about where they were collected, their habitat, the time of year. And all of this can help our understanding of how habitats change.
That makes sense.
And a lot of these plants, since they were collected decades ago, were collected in places that science is no longer able to visit or not allowed to visit, or some places where the habitats are gone.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
So as important it is to go out and find new plants, it's also important to name these other plants that are sitting there.
Yeah.
It's unaccessed knowledge.
Yeah. What if, like, the aliens come down and they want to know about all our plants, and we're like, well, we've got some of them named, but we got 35,000 over here just chilling.
It wouldn't look very good.
It would look pretty bad, honestly.
Would look pretty
However,
bad.
if they were all named Sam, problem solved. That's all I'm saying. That's my contribution to this segment.
Well, and that actually fits into some of it where they'll go back, they'll look at plant and realize that it was named the same name that another plant was given, and that they need to give it a new name.
Oh.
So all of those
right.
Sams would be looked at, and perhaps about 35,000 of them would be named something else.
I think 34,999 would be named something else. There will be a plant named Sam.
There will be a plant
There
named
will
Sam.
be.
I'm pretty sure about it.
We're going to make it happen here, Scientific Station.
That's right.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you have a brilliant plant name that you would like to submit, it's not going to be as brilliant as Sam, but you could try. Please send your questions, comments, and concerns to scientificstation.com.